Hey YouTube, another bike check here. This is my little road piece. I would consider myself to be a mountain biker, to be quite honest. That's how I got into cycling. I've always had mountain bikes, always ridden mountain bikes, always ridden off-road. Sort of as I've got older, I've wanted to keep a little bit fitter and get places quicker, to be quite honest. So, you know, I have had various different mountain bikes that have been okay to ride on the road, but check out my vid on my other bikes. But I've got a nuke proof mega, which is a little bit trail specific. If I'm honest, I wouldn't want to ride that bike on the road and to get places. Really, it's a bit of a beast. It's nice and forgiving and aggressive and sort of just an awesome all-rounder on the trail. I can sort of push it down anything, and it snaps me back up right when I'm sort of when I'm sliding down, and it's just a real cool bike. However, since I had that, I started to ride on roads less, getting less miles in, and unfortunately sort of my fitness suffered from that. So a friend of mine got me a second-hand one of his bikes, a road bike, and that was my entry really into road bike riding. This, however, is a sort of level up from that bike. This is a Giant TCR Advanced Pro, 2018, I think this model is. Absolutely superb, love it to bits. Carbon wheels, these are the SLR ones. Giant carbon rims, absolutely fantastic. Run these tubeless. They came tubeless to start with, I think. I can't remember converting them. I may have done, but yeah, absolute awesome rims. Real light bike, so it just complements the frame and everything else. I was going to go for rim brakes. Wasn't really fussed about discs at all. However, being as I'd got the carbon wheels, I thought that basically I would sort of preserve the braking surface, if you like, and opt for a disc brake. I'm a pretty big lad. I'm not too worried about excess weight on the bike itself. However, it is an extremely light bike, and it does absolutely fly up hills. It's superb. I've got some Ultegra carbon pedals, clipless pedals. I went for the practice option. You could either have the Ultegra, so the total group set is Ultegra. However, there's an option. You could either have it with the Ultegra alloy cranks or these practice carbon ones. Just because these are a bit bling, I went for these. Again, just because it's a carbon bike, it's nice to have carbon parts on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 11 speed, 52 and a 36. So pretty beefy. It's a great bike to ride. Extremely comfortable. It's renowned, you know, as being the bike of the Tour de France. It's obviously UCI approved as well. It's a through and through race bike, you know. I always wonder when you see these guys on telly on Eurosport, you know, pushing around on the Giro Italia and the Tour de France, whether or not the bikes are exactly the same as the ones that you can buy in the shop. However, you know, this sort of sticker makes you think, well, they actually are, aren't they? You know, maybe a season or so askew. They're always going to have better bikes, aren't they? Or the most recent model. But yeah, it's a, you know, it's a proper pro bike. fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Right, so I've got a cadence sensor and a speed sensor built into the frame there. You obviously need the little magnetic thing there. In fact, I think, yes, also there's a magnetic little little token on the crank itself as well. I like clean bikes. I don't like saddlebags and other bits and pieces bolted onto it. If I could get away with not having a drink, trust me, there wouldn't be a bottle holder on there. I have got another one of these. These are sort of a composite tax one, pretty cheap actually, but light and durable. I have got another one of those, so longer rides I tend to put those on. Carbon seat post, and I think it's the stock saddle, to be honest. I bought this light which is sort of integrated into the saddle. Don't know whether you can see that, but yeah, pretty cool. I haven't had the confidence yet to trim the excess off the forks there. I will do that. To be honest, I'm still playing with the spacers a little bit. It's comfortable. Just dropping those down and seeing where the limits are. I actually was running it really high in the very beginning, and I was struggling. I hadn't realised it was for this reason, but I was really struggling with cornering, particularly sort of downhill cornering. What my weight was all wrong with distribution on the bike and stuff, so I actually took a couple of these out and messed around with it, and instantly the bike was just sticking to the corners as I was going round, so much so I wasn't having to brake in some circumstances, which again, from a confidence inspiring point of view, is absolutely superb. I run a daylight. I always run with sort of these flashing in the day. This is 500 lumen, perfectly adequate as a sort of flasher. I'll do some YouTube videos of all my mountain bike kit, but I have got an exposure axis that can sit on there in the at night. I've also got a R8 Hope trail light, which again, if I needed it to, if I wanted a car headlight on the front of my bike, road bike, I could easily bolt that on as well. This was a little Amazon or an eBay job out front for my Garmin. Again, just neat, tidy. I think it looks the part without being too complicated. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you think about buying one of these, or if you've seen one second hand, I know it's not a new bike. There's been two variants of this, the brand new 2021 models out at the moment. There's obviously been, I think the 2019 bike was the same as this, just different colours. However, the 2020, they changed the carbon layup, managed to save some weight, believe it or not, of an extremely light bike anyway. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'm doing this as I'm extremely new to YouTube. I'm doing this just as a toe in the water, really. See whether anyone's interested in knowing anything, and also I'm interested in learning off you guys. I see these YouTube videos as a two-way conversation, really, or a conversation opener. You know, if there's anything else you'd like me to do, or maybe talk about, let me know.